Arisu is a typical gamer who doesn't care about his career. He calls his two friends, Shot and Ruby, to an intersection. After causing a traffic jam, he escapes from the police and hides in a restroom. Suddenly, the lights go out. When he comes out, he sees the city has become more deserted than a heartbroken person's life, and now they have to play games to survive. The first game is called Dead or Alive, where they meet two female participants. One's name is Shibuki, and the other's name doesn't matter because she'll die soon. The game has two doors, one leading to death and the other to life. Arisu, using his mind, solves the puzzles with his geometry skills and gets everyone to safety. Poor Shot's back gets beaten up. After completing the game, everyone is given a temporary game visa. To recharge it before it expires, they have to participate in another game. Arisu decides they should go to another game to find the hell location. They leave the injured Shot in Shibuki's care. The next game is called The Labyrinth. Another player, a newcomer, explains that a spade means a physical game, a club means a team game, a diamond means an intelligence test, and a heart means an emotional game, and the number indicates the difficulty. In this game, all the players are heroes, and there are two villains with guns. They have to find a button to stop the building from being flooded. They come up with a plan with a girl named Usagi, who is a good mountaineer, Agni, who is the season's leader, and a strange player named Chakravarthi. All join them. After winning the game, the dense call explodes. On the radio, a man tells Ruby that something is happening on the beach, while Shot's and another player's visas are about to expire. Ruby decides to help them in the next game. The next game's name is Game of Fate, and there can be only one winner. They decide that Arisu should be the one to survive. Usagi is very brave and acts like a queen, helping Arisu and taking him to the next game. This game is the fourth class with an underground highway. Now everyone has to reach a point before time runs out. An injured player decides to stay behind. When Usagi and the other players reach the end, they realize a flood is coming. Meanwhile, Arisu arrives in a bus and lifts Usagi up. The distance becomes 0, and they realize the bus was the actual point. Arisu and Usagi reach the beach and find that it's a community of people led by a man named Hatter. Hatter believes that once all the playing cards are collected, they can return to their own world. Agni is the beach community leader and his special man. Nirav is a total psycho. Now only one card is left, the tarot card. Hatter decides to play the game himself since his visa is also expiring. He goes to the station but comes back in a coffin. Agni reveals that Hatter was killed in the game and that he has all the cards. Shira, a weird queen who hasn't seen the sun all season, convinces him to steal the cards. Our hero, Arisu, listens to his friends and steals the cards when the opportunity arises. The beach queen, who never smiles, discovers that Hatter was killed by a weapon from their own beach. After that, Agni becomes the leader, and the next game is Witch Hunt. In this game, everyone has to identify the killer of a dead player named Momoka and burn her like an old girlfriend's love letter. Shira enters and reveals that Hatter's killer is on the beach. Meanwhile, Agni orders his soldiers to throw everyone into the fire to ensure victory. Now things are messed up. Usagi saves Arisu, and during this time, Arisu and Shira find out that no one killed Momoka. She committed suicide, and she's actually the witch. They also find out that Agni killed Hatter. In a flashback, it's shown that Agni brings Hatter back from the basement because, according to him, even with all the cards, it won't make a difference. Hatter attacks him, and in self-defense, Agni shoots him. Out of guilt for killing his best friend, Agni tells everyone that he is the witch. A burned Nirav enters and starts shooting at everyone. Agni stops him and falls into the fire. Momoka's body is thrown into the fire. The game is won. They find out from Momoka's phone that she was a game dealer who helped design all the games. They also get the location of the game collector from her phone. When they get there, they realize that everyone has already been killed in Season 1, except for Nirav, because the Beach Queen is still alive. The Queen's message arrives. She says that they will also have to collect the face cards. The movie is not over yet. Season 2 begins. Arisu and the group gather again at the intersection. The thugs arrive like uninvited guests. Suddenly, gunfire starts. A message appears on a screen with Spade. The taxi driver arrives like an Uber driver. Everyone gets into the car, but the poor guy is left behind. Meanwhile, the King of Spades also arrives after stealing a poor person's car. At the end, Arisu's inner hero awakens. He wasn't driving the car, he was wrecking it. Usagi gets separated from the group in the chaos. The group hides in a deserted building. The next morning, they decide they should leave because the hunters will find them. They enter the King of Clubs location. This is a game for 5 players. To start the game, the players must wear a bracelet. Nurav also enters, already wearing the game bracelet. The others are forced to wear the bracelets and enter the game with him. The King of Clubs, whose name is Kyuyum, makes the atmosphere more exciting by entering the game without any clothes. Kyuyum says the game duration is 2 hours. The team with the fewest points at the end will die. The leader has to divide 1,000 points among his team. There are 3 ways to get points: by fighting opponents, by discovering items, or by touching the opponent's base. Kyuyum says that you can get 10,000 points by touching the opponent's base. But if a player gets caught, they will die. Now the game starts, and Arisu's team performs very well at the beginning, getting 5 points ahead of Kyuyum's team. Arisu's team attacks Kyuyum's team's base. During this, a member of their team is killed. Kyuyum's team is leading by 12,000 points. Only 30 minutes are left in the game. Arisu's team attacks the opponent's base and finds some items, but they are still 500 points behind Kyuyum's team. The game is about to end. Arisu goes to Kyuyum and asks to shake hands as a sign of respect. As soon as Kyuyum shakes his hand, the 500 points are transferred to Iriesu's team. In a flashback, it's shown that Nurav gives the bracelet to the Queen of Hearts. When he shakes hands with Kyuyum, the points combine. Kyuyum's team happily accepts their defeat and is killed by a laser beam. Meanwhile, in the next scene, Shuntaro and some other players are seen in a den. In this game, participants have to guess the card symbol on the back of their collar. If they are wrong, their collar will explode. One player is the Jack of Hearts, and the players have to identify him. There is no time limit in this game. They have complete food supplies to live a happy life. The participants start forming groups. As time passes, they start pushing each other. Shuntaro's group partner panics and commits suicide. Shuntaro is once again left alone. He tries to form a new group, but no one supports him. A player named Matthew tells Shuntaro his symbol is a heart. Another player, Katoko, arrives. Shuntaro tells her his symbol, but she ignores him and leaves. Then Shuntaro guesses his own card symbol, and he is right. Matthew thinks everyone is dead, and only he is alive. He starts acting insane, but Shuntaro is alive. Shuntaro tells everyone that Matthew was giving the wrong symbol to everyone, which means he is the Jack of Hearts. In this way, they win the game. The next day, the Queen goes looking for Arisu, and everyone is searching for answers. The King of Spades finds Arisu and Usagi. They both get separated. He saves his partner's life. The Queen's partner is Agni, who is still alive. The next morning, Agni makes a plan to catch the King of Spades, but the plan fails. Nurav gets separated from him. Usagi finds a child whose visa is about to expire, and she helps him by playing a game. She finds a bracelet in this game. The name of this game is Queen of Spades. The game is like this. Each team has to tag opponent team members in their turn and make them join their team. After the time limit, the team with fewer players will die. Unfortunately, the Queen's team is about to win. Usagi uses her golden wisdom to appeal to the players' honor. She makes them join her team, and they help each other. In this way, Usagi's team wins, and the Queen of Spades is killed. On the other side, Shantaro's playing a game with the King of Diamonds. This person was also an executive on the beach. In this game, each participant has to select a number between 0 and 100 within 3 minutes. After multiplying the average of all the selected numbers by 0.8, the participant whose number is closest to the answer wins the game. One by one, the players are killed. In the end, only Shuntaro and the King of Diamonds are left. The king remembers his old times when he did bad things. Because of this game, he lets Shuntaro win. The Queen is also found during a game. She wins and comes out. Now only the King of Spades and the Queen of Hearts are left. Shira, Arisu, Usagi and Nirav meet each other. Nirav shoots a man like a total psycho. Arisu comes forward and saves that man. He falls to the ground injured. Arisu then shoots the queen and injures her. The King of Spades enters there and starts shooting at everyone. The group reunites once again and decides to kill the king. They plan to take the king to a test and kill him after advancing. The group gets engaged in a fight with the king. Arisu fills the store with explosive gas. Usagi is fighting with the king. He's a really tough guy. Arisu kills the king, and the queen also dies while trying to save Agni. The queen and Usagi attack the king, but the king injures them too. Agni is about to shoot the king, but he also gets killed. The king runs after Arisu but doesn't enter the building. At that time, Agni comes from behind and pushes the king into the test. The building explodes. Agni and Arisu jump out of the building. In another scene, it's shown that the queen is still alive but dead. Arisu and Usagi go to the Queen of Hearts game, who is Nirav. Nirav says the game has 3 rounds. This game will have no winner, and they just have to finish it. Nirav talks for a while. Arisu asks him if they can go back to their world if they complete the game. To this, Nirav says that this world is Arisu's imagination. Arisu is in shock because of the death of his friends Shot and Ruby. He's imagining all this. In the next scene, a hospital is shown, where Arisu and Usagi are patients. Nirav is their psychiatrist. In a flashback, it is shown that Arisu and Shot were killed in a minor traffic accident. Because of this, he is in shock and is imagining the games. Nirav tells Arisu that he can end all his suffering by taking some pills. Usagi stops Arisu from taking the pills. She says that the games are real. She cuts her wrist to prove it. Arisu believes Usagi. They all come back to the game. Nirav gets emotional after seeing this and decides to play the game with Arisu, and the Queen of Hearts is defeated. In the end, there is an announcement. They are given 2 options. They can go back to their world if they want, and they can stay in this gaming world if they want. Everyone decides to go back to their world. The story shifts to the beginning of the day. All the participants are shown in the same area. They have no memory of the game. There is a glass there. The player who died in the game is killed there. All the players who survived in the gaming world are shown alive in the hospital. Usagi and Arasu meet like strangers in the hospital, but they feel a connection with each other, and they go out for a walk. In the end, cards are shown on a table. All the cards fly away, but the Joker card remains on the table, which means it is not over yet.